Hey everyone, I'm Spiral Knight 13. This is my first Black Ops 2 gameplay. Currently I'm gonna record Tranzit, how to build the pack-a-punch, a few little extras along the way for all of you, beginners. This is Tranzit. This was gonna be the Zombies campaign, as everyone was told, but I guess not. Currently in the lobby we've got Noble, we got NGS Dragon, we got Killing Zombies, and we got Gloomy Kitty. Alright, so right now it's just sort of loading up Tranzit. Tranzit is the one, like I said before, for all you beginners who haven't really seen Black Ops 2 yet. Tranzit is this really big open world sort of thing. It's got 5 stops. You can get to each stop by walking to it. That's sort of dangerous, but or you could take the easy way, which is going on the bus.
This is definitely a thing.
Alright, now,
now you're just making me hungry.
Usually I play in all my videos, but this one it's NGS Dragon. Alright, so for all you beginners who've heard of the buildables, the first one that you can make is the turbine. The turbine basically just opens doors that require power. If you go up to a door, you can't buy points, but it says you'll need a source of power. Put a turbine in there. If it's a door, it'll open. If it's something else, then it might open something else, which is required for the pack-a-punch, but of course, I'll tell you about that later. So, the turbine requires 3 parts. It's the fan, the mannequin without the head, and then there's this cell phone sort of thing next to a bookshelf. They're very easy parts to find. Most of the parts on Tranzit, they have like 3 different spots, at least 2. The ones for the turbine, they're in the same spot every time. The fan's on the chair, the mannequins, it's this advertisement board sort of thing. It's like in the middle of the bus depot area, but alright, so it looks like alright, they're not doing that bad. The Dragon could get some more ammo, but now right behind Dragon, past the seats here, it was the bookshelf where that little cell phone thing is. But here, now to use the turbine, you hit D-pad up, you put it next to that door, and it'll open automatically rather than spending the 750 for the door. It's a great way to save cash. It'll take a bit more time, but you know what? It makes it free, and it's a lot better. So out there, if you notice in the preview, for all you people who haven't seen it yet, there's a bus driver. Yes, the bus driver is a robot. He's not a zombie or anything. Frankly, I called him Cyrus. It was either that or Paul, so I just called him Cyrus. Didn't really know what his real name was, so yeah, Cyrus. Originally, I thought you would have to pay like 3,000 points or something to get Cyrus to ride through each stop. Not that. You can ride on there for free. The only issue is he'll go on without you. So it's sort of, yeah, he's not gonna wait on you. I bet a few trollers are gonna watch this video. You can troll everyone in your game by knifing and shooting Cyrus. His eyes will go red after you make him mad a few times. He'll lock you in or lock you out so that you can't open or close the door. Or, he'll just stop in like the middle of nowhere so that all the zombies sort of climb in and you can't do anything. And yes, for all of you who are wondering, there is a way to get on top of the bus. There are 3 buildables that you can add to the bus, as far as I know. There is the ladder on the outside, there's the smaller ladder on the inside, and then there's the ram so that all the zombies, won't exactly, so that there can't be any zombies in front of you, although, he'll just ram and kill everything in front of them. Don't worry for you know, if you're in front of the ram while he's moving, it will not kill you. One of the main reasons why you would not want to walk out here on foot. In the fog, you know, there are these little things called denizens. I prefer to call them monkeys, but they're, you know, the real name is denizens. What they do, they latch onto your head. They'll sort of, you know, claw your face off. The only way to get them off is by knifing them 5 times with the regular knife. If you have ballistic, it'll take a bit less. Not exactly sure how many specifically. And if you have the galvanicals, which are these really cool brass knuckles that, you know, electrocute everything in your path, I'll tell you about those in a second. It'll be a 2-hit kill for the denizens, alright? Dragon's almost dead now, and yeah, if you can see right there, there is the BZ. Yeah, I like to call it the spoof of the CZ75. It's the BZ3R. 3-round burst pistol. It's a really nice pistol. Now, what the galvanicals are, I said I would tell you. What those are, you pay $6,000 for it. I know what you're probably thinking right now. Those are way too overpriced. They are a bit more. I wouldn't exactly prefer to get those over a pack-a-punch weapon, but if it's around 10 or something and I'm out of ammo, yeah, I'm gonna go for an IV on like 7,000. I'll go for the galvanicals. The only reason I said that is because I would be on round 10. The galvanicals are instant kill until the end of round 13. On round 14 to about round 20 or so. Well, at least round 20, because I have not been to a point where the galvanicals were not a 2-hit kill. So, just from what I know, from at least around 14 to around 20, maybe higher. From 14 to 20, the galvanicals are a 2-hit kill. So, you know what, it's great for, now no matter what, the denizens will always come off your face after 2 hits from the galvanicals. I've not seen a change in that, but... Alright, so this is the third, sorry, I didn't exactly tell you about the last stop that we were at, the second one, the diner. They'll have this big sign saying, "Now die." It's really cool how they did that. This is the farm where they are right now. The diner was their last stop. The farm contains a fridge, which, you know what, it's this really cool thing that, you know, everyone really wants, you know, to put in. So what they did, so you can store your weapon for a later game. So you buy the first door, you know, gate sort of thing, which is $750 for the farm. You go in there, you make a right or so, you'll see this house, you buy that for about $750. You walk in there, there's a crafting table to your, you know, front left. If you go down the hall, there, you know, in the second room, so it's the room with the staircase, there's a fridge. If you walk up to it, it'll say, you know what, store your weapon. Alright, so you put your weapon in there, you can store it for a later game. It'll have whatever ammo you put into it. It's really cool. So you have like this hammer, which is a really, you know, it's like the HK basically from Black Ops. So say you have a hammer and you don't have any ammo for it. You know, you might want to put it in the fridge for next game. You know, you might think you get at max ammo or something. They have something similar to that, which is the bank vault. I'll tell you once you get to one of the last stops, town. Alright, right now these guys are at what I like to call the shack. Its true name is the power center, but I call it the shack for some reason, just because it's got this little shack sort of thing. Zombies pop out from the ground here. It's a really neat area. You would think it's the smallest little area of Tranzit. It is not. It's actually, it's fairly large. It's not all that. It's medium sort of size. So if you see that little shack, it's really cool. You know, once you dive in there, you hear this toilet flush. Now dragons, oh yeah, now he turned around. If you see that little door, this is required to open the pack-a-punch. What you do, you put a little turbine out there. I'll show you where the pack-a-punch actually is. It's not there. That's just sort of something you'll need. So just keep that in mind for when we do, so, you know, when they get to town. But right now, what you'll do, you'll have to put a turbine at that door. The door will not open or anything. Alright? But, you know what? It'll open the pack-a-punch. I'll tell you how later. So right now it's really cool. If you saw a crafting table there and you're sort of thinking, what the heck is this for? It's to build the pack-a-punch, not the pack-a-punch, sorry, the power switch. It's really cool how they did this. You know what? They've got 3 parts for it. They've got the arm. Yeah, you know what? I know what you're thinking. Sort of funny how they did that, how the arm is required. So there's the arm.
This thing might fit with that oven.
Yeah, so you got the arm, the base of the power, which, you know, and the lever. So right now, Dragon's just going over here. He's going to add the last part, which is the arm. Now, these parts can usually, the parts for the power can usually spawn in about 2 to 3 areas. Don't worry, rest assured, you know what, they will always be there. But, you know what, they're usually in a different spot each time, so just keep an eye out. They'll always be in that little wide area, so no need to worry if you get stuck. Now, if you notice there, yeah, what do you think you see in there? It's a zombie being electrocuted. They call him the electric zombie, but frankly, I like to call him Shakalaka. It's a name one of my friends gave him, sorta. I thought it was catchy, so I just been using it. So Shakalaka, he can only be. Now, multiple electric zombies can spawn, but they will only start spawning once you turn on the power. Whether you turn it off, that really doesn't matter. Now, if Dragon turns around, I'll show you something else, but anyways, there is a, yeah, you see right there, if you saw it to the side sort of there, oh, well, no, we got down, that sucks. Tombstone Cola. If you see right there, it's a new perk cola machine. I think they replaced it with Mule Kick, because, you know, Mule Kick, it was overpriced, you know, not a lot of people got it unless they didn't have much else to get. So I think they really just replaced it with Tombstone Cola. What Tombstone Cola does, you know what, have you ever been in that time where, you know what, you're super But, yeah, Tombstone Cola, what it'll do, when you die, there'll be a little Tombstone thing. It looks sort of like a max ammo perk, you know, glowing green sort of thing. You know, let me just stop myself for a second. Sorry about the brightness. My brightness is really high. I always try to keep at the max, and didn't realize it would affect this, but didn't realize it would be so bright, so I apologize for that, but back to Tombstone Cola. So what it does, you know, there'll be this Tombstone perk sort of thing that'll spawn. You know what, you die, then, you know what, you come back, you know what, you only have your M1911, you're really ticked because you lose all your guns, then you remember, hey, I got Tombstone Cola. You walk over to where you died, which is where the Tombstone died, or, you know, not where the Tombstone died, but where the Tombstone is. You go through, but now remember, only you can go through the Tombstone. Once you do, you'll get all of your guns back. You will not get your perks, which really does suck, but you'll get your guns back at least. So you know what, you want to go put it in the fridge just in case that happens again. You don't want to get Tombstone. That's fine. So it's a really cool perk. You know what, I'd much rather have that over a third gun, to be quite honest. Because, you know what, you die, you would lose Mule Kick instantly, lose your third gun. If you got a ray gun or something, that really stinks. Now, sorry, here's something I forgot to tell you about the fridge. There are about 3 or 4 weapons that you cannot place in there. The ones that I know that you cannot place in there are the M1911, yeah, I tried that already, the ballistic knives, and, of course, the ray gun. Now we got Dragon and killing zombies camping out here until the bus arrives. Looks like Noble's gonna die. Oh. And connections interrupted, but it's not gonna. Oh, that's sort of weird. Just got him down.
Don't expect any special favors if you get my
I think this is a good time to tell you guys because you know what, just because you know what, they're sort of camping here. Let me just tell you guys real quick. You know, I do have a clan. It's called the Eternal Elites. So you know what, it's a clan for Black Ops 2. You know what, you want to play Modern Warfare 3 be my guest. But you know what, I'm just sort of putting it out there. You want to join? I really do not have any problem with it. Anyone can join. You don't have to have any requirements or anything. You know what? So, yeah, the Eternal Elites, you know, you can look it up on the lead. I'll put a link in the description to the clan page or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so, oh god, what the... If you notice, you know, I have a new intro. It's a really cool sort of thing. I'm sort of trying to decide, because I made 2 more videos that I'll show pretty soon once I actually create them. It's for 2025. You know, I'm sort of getting a good, you know, sort of comparing it to the original. And then there's another one I had to do the Easter egg, but I'll tell you that later. I don't really want to spoil anything for you guys unless you want to watch the video. But my next zombies video will basically be the you know, how to build all the buildables. Turbine, you really won't need to know, because you know, if you watch this video you already know that, but oh well, it's a good reminder. Alright, so I'll show you how to build all of the buildables. You know what, I'll tell you what they are in the video. But anyways, getting back to this video, I think they're nearly there. Probably should have done a time lapse on this, but oh well.
Maybe I'll stay away from that storm.
Oh, what is? Alright, let me just sort of explain it because they're taking a little while. What you do, you get, yeah. So apparently, Dragon just gave him his zombies gave Dragon his turbine. So what you gotta do, if you guys know what the bank is, I'm just assuming that you guys know what the bank is in Grieftown, which is the next stop. It's the last one. It's this town with, you know, it's got a bar, a bank. It's the place with Juggernog. It's a map with, you know, survival. But yeah, what you do there, you go into the bank. There is this little silver vault door. Oh, okay, I guess Dragon's going over there. Yeah, this is the part where Dragon sort of runs over there. Now he's gonna run into the train. See, I'm sort of doing a voiceover. It's not, you know, I'm not talking as they're doing this. This is like a day later, but so yeah, you go into the bank. You'll see it's a door for about 1,000. Really isn't that much, but yeah, you'll see this silver vault sort of door. You throw a grenade at it. If you do it correctly, the door will blow up. It'll sort of, the grenade will sort of yank it open, if that makes any sense. But so you know what, you go in there. There's a whole thing. There's a window, and then across from that, there are these 2 little golden dog tag sort of things. What you can do with that, it's sort of the idea of the fridge. You can store your cash in there. It's really cool. So you know what, you can store 1,000. So you know what, you hold X, you store 1,000. There is a fee, so that's just a pause thing though. There is a fee to withdraw, however, for 100. So basically, every $10,000 you withdraw, you lose 1,000. That really is a good deal, but just try not to deposit and withdraw all the time. Then there's another door that you can blow up, sort of like the first. Right here, you want, this is the bank. There's the door that you can blow up.
It's like someone's calling out my name, but I can't hear.
Now he blew up with a grenade. Oh, see, the door blew wide open. There's the window, and there are the 2 dog tag keys. The one on the right is to deposit. The one on the left is to withdraw. now he's gonna go in there. Now there's the second door. He's gonna blow that up. Bam. Alright. Now you'll notice on the right, once he gets in there, so he's just withdrawing a bit of cash so that he can pack a punch. Alright, now if you'll notice, the symbol on that door is the same as the one in, the shack, which is probably how people figured it out. Now what's gonna happen while he's in there? While he's in there, Zombies is now gonna place the turbine down, and it just opened. The way it opened, killing Zombies put a turbine down right at that little green door in the shack. Now notice, one of you guys will have to stay in the little pack-a-punch room, otherwise you'll have to do this again. It really does stink, but you know what? It's worth it. So let's see what... Yeah, so you do have to build the pack-a-punch. There's the second part that he got. First one was for the legs. It's a really cool process. So now he's just getting the real base of the pack-a-punch. So he's building that on. Now he's got one more part, which is the power box. That can usually be found over there. And it's going to be on his left. Right there. That's that thing at the top left of the pack-a-punch. It's this little power box, battery sort of thing. So I'm just gonna basically, show him pack-a-punching so that you know for a fact that it's true. If any of you need any help, don't worry, you can put in the comments, message me, do something. See, now I got the AK-74 FU2, which is the pack-a-punch version of the 74. Oh, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please put this in the comments if any of you know. Supposedly there's a rumor going around that there is a way to get bus tokens to unlock a 4th map for Green Run. I don't know. If any of you know how, please put in the comments. I've been dying to know. So anyways, I think this basically just wraps it up for this video, and comment, rate, subscribe. I'll talk to you later, and yeah, peace.